I still remember the night I slept on the cold floor, with nothing but a suitcase and a heart full of broken dreams. It wasn't always like this. Once I believed I had everything: a loving relationship, a future that felt secure, and dreams that seemed just one step away. My name is Millie, and I trusted people who promised they would never let me fall. But sometimes the people you trust the most are the ones who quietly step back when you need them the most. I moved to California with hope in my chest and fear hidden behind my smile. The city was beautiful: bright lights, endless opportunities, and strangers who didn't know my story. I thought I wasn't alone, because he was there. Daniel, the man who told me, "We'll build everything together." I believed him. I gave up everything back home: my comfort, my stability, even the little savings I had. I invested it all into our dream, a small startup idea that he said would change our lives. And for a while, it felt real. We worked late nights, shared cheap meals, laughed over our struggles. But what I didn't know that day was that I was building his future while slowly losing mine. It started with small changes. He stopped sharing details. He started making decisions alone. And every time I asked, he would smile and say, "Trust me, Millie, I'm doing this for us." Until everything changed. One morning, I walked into the office we built together, and my name was gone. Just like that. No warning, no explanation, only silence, and a message that shattered everything I believed in. "You're no longer part of this company." That was the moment I realized I wasn't just betrayed, I was erased. At first, I didn't cry. I just stood there, staring at the empty desk that once felt like mine. My hands were shaking, but my mind refused to accept it. "This must be a mistake," I whispered to myself. So I called him. No answer. Again and again, until finally a message came. "I think it's better if we go separate ways. This is business, Millie. Don't make it emotional." Don't make it emotional? I gave him my trust, my time, my money, my belief, and now I was being told to act like none of it mattered. That day, I lost more than a partnership. I lost the version of myself that believed loyalty was enough. Days turned into weeks. I struggled to pay rent, took small jobs just to survive. Sometimes I skipped meals just to save a few dollars. And the hardest part? Watching him succeed. The same idea, the same dream, was now growing without me. People praised him, celebrated him, called him a visionary, and I was invisible. But pain has a strange way of shaping you. At my lowest point, I had two choices: stay broken or rebuild myself. And slowly, quietly, I chose to rebuild. I started learning again. Late nights turned into study sessions. Failures turned into lessons. I realized something important. He didn't steal my success. He only took what I helped build. But the strength, the vision, the courage, that was still mine. I began working on a new idea, not for revenge, but for myself. This time, I didn't rush. I didn't trust blindly, and I didn't share my plans with anyone. Step by step, I built something new, something stronger. And for the first time, I wasn't chasing validation. I was creating value. Months later, my work started getting attention. Small at first, then bigger. Until one day, I saw his name again. But this time, it wasn't about success. It was about failure. His company was struggling. Investors were pulling back. People were questioning decisions. And suddenly, the same man who once erased me was facing the consequences of his own choices. I didn't celebrate. I didn't laugh. Because by then, I had already moved on. The truth is, my revenge wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't about destroying him. It was about becoming someone he could never control again. A year later, my business grew beyond anything I imagined. I had stability, respect, and most importantly, peace. One afternoon, I received an email from him. "Can we talk?" For a moment, my past stood right in front of me. All the pain, all the memories, all the unanswered questions. But something inside me had changed. I wasn't that girl anymore, standing in an empty office waiting for answers. So I replied, "Thank you, but I've already moved forward." And just like that, I closed the chapter that once broke me. Because healing doesn't come from revenge. It comes from growth. From realizing that what was taken from you doesn't define you. What you build after does. Today, when I look back, I don't see betrayal the same way. I see it as a turning point, a painful lesson that taught me, not everyone who walks beside you is walking with you. But that's okay, because sometimes losing people is how you find yourself. And if you're listening to my story right now, feeling broken, betrayed, or lost, I want you to remember this. Your ending hasn't been written yet, and the strength you think you lost might just be waiting for you to rise. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've ever been betrayed by those closest to you, know that you are stronger than the pain. Drop a comment below. I read every single one. And remember, keep blooming. If you like my story, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it.